So I've seen Karate Kid Legends, and I gotta say, I kind of had a blast watching this movie. I know not all the reviews are great, but you know what? It's a Karate Kid movie, and if you like these movies, if you like Cobra Kai, then yeah, this movie's for you. I thought it captured the heart, the humor, and the spirit of the franchise while throwing in some new twists that I didn't expect and actually kind of enjoyed. So one of the big changes here is the mentor-student dynamic. In Legends, we meet Lee Fong, played by Ben Wang, who is seriously awesome in the role, by the way. And instead of this kid being trained by an adult, he ends up training a grown man. And that is Victor, played by Joshua Jackson, who gets rescued by this teen and ends up being taught by him. And that flip on the formula is interesting. It's kind of refreshing, and it works. It's heartfelt, it's got some good funny comedy, and it's a solid emotional hook for these characters. Instead of a kid being saved by an adult, it's an adult being saved by a kid. And they do this kung fu boxing kind of thing. And the first half of the movie really leans into that unlikely friendship. And I think it's the strongest part of the story. But there's a lot more going on here. Lee's dealing with the trauma of losing his brother. He's trying to adjust to life in New York after moving from Beijing. And of course, classic Karate Kid style, he ends up training for a tournament to help people and to beat the bully that's been picking on him. It's all very familiar in the best way, but with enough originality to make it feel new. Let me just say, Ben Wang can fight, like for real. The action in this movie is tight, and the choreography really gives him space to show off, especially during the finale, which is packed with energy and has that crowd cheering kind of vibe that the franchise is known for. I was at a press screening, and people cheered and clapped at the end of the movie. But now let's talk about the legacy. Jackie Chan is back as Mr. Han, and Ralph Macchio returns as Daniel LaRusso. But don't expect them to dominate the film. They're more like side characters here. LaRusso doesn't even show up until the third act, but when he does, it works. Seeing Han and LaRusso team up to blend their fighting styles, Kung Fu and Miyagi-Do, was a cool moment. And if I have one gripe, it's the villain Connor, the kid that Lee has to fight. He's just not that interesting. He's a very one-dimensional character. And in a franchise full of great antagonists, it was a bit of a letdown. I also think the movie skips over a few story beats that could have used more time, but honestly, those are small issues in a film like this that almost, everything, that does everything else kind of right for the franchise. In the end, Karate Kid Legends is a fun, emotional, high-energy addition to the franchise. And I think it respects the past, introduces great new characters, and takes a few chances that really pay off. Look, it's not perfect, but it absolutely knows what it is, it knows what it's doing, and I had a great time watching it.